I have been kicking myself, really down on myself lately because I just had one relationship end. I thought there was something starting with somebody that I felt like I had screwed up. And I just had this moment of clarity today where I kind of just zoomed out and I just kind of looked at how things have been lately. And man, I am mean to myself. And I think that the majority of people out there are mean to themselves too. I have been completely blaming myself, even when somebody does something wrong or somebody did something wrong in the relationship and it wasn't me. I still take that burden and that blame on myself because I internalize it as there's another one that I couldn't make work out. There's another failed relationship. And I was writing down all these words that I associate with myself in terms of when a relationship ends or fails to get off the ground. How do I feel about myself? What do I tell myself about what happened? And the words that just started coming were number one, unlovable. It feels like every time a relationship hits the rocks, it's like, here's more proof that I am unlovable. Incapable. It feels like I'm the one constantly screwing this up. Never mind all the things that went right in between or the things that I did right leading up to that. If it just didn't work out in the end, for some reason, I take it all on myself. Even if I'm blaming the guy, even if at the end, I'm the one dumping him or he's the one who calls it quits, like regardless of the facts and regardless of what I know about how the relationship went, for some reason, the emotional truth that I internalize is that it was my fault because either I did something wrong or not good enough or not right enough to cause the relationship to end, or I just didn't do enough to continue it, to move it to the next level, to be lovable enough, to be not just a girlfriend, but a fiance or a wife. Like I always internalize it as I either did or didn't do the thing that did or didn't need to happen. Why do I do that? That's crazy. And I think that it's really easy. Like I think of my exes or people that I've not pursued, and the reasons that I have for that are things like I wasn't interested in them romantically, or sometimes things just run their course and you're like, I don't think the next thing is here. What we had was good, but I think that it's run its course. Things like that, where it's like, I don't think I've ever felt that an entire person was just unlovable or vile or just who could love them. I couldn't possibly love them because who would want to be in a relationship with them? I've never felt like that towards a person, and that was kind of revolutionary for me because I guarantee that people out there are not thinking of us like that. Like, I don't think my exes think of me as having been this unlovable, horrible, unkind person. I think they probably have a pretty good idea of who I was, and things just didn't work out in the end. And I know that like when it continues to stack up like that and continues to happen like that, it's so easy to be like, this is proof from guys, from girls, from the universe, just that I am unlovable, that I can't do this, that I don't fit with anybody, that there's nobody out there for me. It's not true. I guarantee, I feel like people don't feel that way about their exes, that they were unlovable, horrible people who just don't deserve to be loved and you just couldn't love them. No, you had reasons why it didn't work out. You had reasons why maybe you wanted something different than the other person. And it was never because they were just this unlovable trash. So why do I always feel like and tell myself that I'm unlovable trash? I treat myself as if, nobody can stand me. And that's the way it starts to feel, is like, cool, another breakup. I'm dumped again. Like, I really take it and internalize it, and I hate myself for it. And guys, that has to stop because it's not true. Because look, if we don't feel that way about our exes, then why would they feel that way about us? Like, oh, we're just the one person in the world who's unlovable. Nah, even statistically, even just with numbers and probability, that's most likely not true. So take that tonight and just kind of keep it in mind. It's just important to know and to think of ourselves as a lovable person, that we can give love, but also we can accept love, because there's a lot to love about us, and we're worth it. So that little voice in your head that says it's your fault, even if you're the one that said, hey, let's break up, but that voice that tells you that it's because you're unlovable, or because you just can't stop screwing things up, you can't get it right. Yeah, shut that voice up. Shut it up and put mine on instead. We got to remember, we got to know we're completely lovable. We don't need somebody else to tell us that. I really got to shut up the voice in my own head and live in the truth of they didn't stop loving me because I'm unlovable. Stuff happens. Still means I'm awesome though.